everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you're doing well. Today we'll be discussing a topic that is inspired by recent real life events, like our experiences, as we always like to do on this channel. So yeah, today we're going to be discussing married but living single. Married but living single. And yeah, hold on a minute. We'll get to it just now. Okay, so as you probably know, if you're like an OG on this channel, you know that I recently went on a cruise, and during that time somebody was looking for me. Somebody was on my case, and this someone was not my son, it was not my daughter. I mean, they were looking for me, but not as incessantly. It wasn't my father, it wasn't my mother, it wasn't my brother, it wasn't
not the people you owe money.
God forbid, I don't anybody owe anybody in Jesus' name. Anyways, but it was Frank. Like, he was always, not always, let me not exaggerate, but he was leaving me voice notes, calling me, and I'm like, this is sweet. So it was actually very cute. It felt very cute, but it just made me realize how when people say absence makes the heart grow fonder, I'm wondering if that
wasn't it.
applies to relationships as well, to marriages. So let's discuss that. So do you feel like my being away made you realize how much more special I was to you?
My baby was sorry. Again, I didn't want to spoil her any further, but my baby was on the high seas. She was in a place where she had never gone to before. It was her first boat cruise. I mean, I was just caring for her. It wasn't like, why would I miss her, a grown man like me?
Right.
I was just like, I hope she's fine. I hope they're taking care of her and things like that.
So is it me? Why you not calling Royal Caribbean?
Well, it's the best I could reach. It's the best I could reach. But really, I think there's something about just being away that does two things. I can speak for myself, and I don't know if anybody can relate. That one, you definitely miss the person. Okay, because you just find out that they become such an integral part of your life that there are certain things you do and you're able to do only because they are around. There are certain conversations you can have or certain laughs you will have. It's because you have that person to engage you on that level. Otherwise, it's just between you and yourself. So on that one hand, but on the second hand, on the brighter note, you can do certain things of your own without anybody being on your neck. You know, if I get up from the bed and I choose not to lay the bed, who is going to tell me? If I throw my shoe here, throw the clothes, who is going to correct me? Nobody. So you have some freedom and some liberty, but at the same time, you just generally miss. And I won't hide it. I did miss her when she was gone. But yes, it was my sunny note. But it's funny because even on a day-to-day, we do a lot of phone call, even just going to work and coming back. Yesterday, I can't count how many times we called each other. At least, again, I don't want to put a number, but it was a lot.
And that's just, like you said, very typical, because we are that couple that, as Frank is dropping me off, and literally like dropping me off at the train station, as I get off the car, I can call him to continue talking. It's just almost ridiculous, really. And throughout the day, we are checking on each other like that. So we actually really do enjoy being together. But at the same time, like you said, I would also admit that there are times when, you know, we have that, not opportunity, but when life happens and we have to be away from each other. Maybe someone is traveling for work or for something on their own, and we get to be apart, or even you just going out for an extended period of time alone. In those moments, I'm sure other married women can relate. You're just like, I don't have to think about
one less person to worry about.
Like what we are eating or what we are, and really, it's not as if we women is just me and the kids. I'm not thinking about all those things, but you don't have to. I don't know. It's just let me know. Like, married women, can you relate? Is it just me? Am I the only bad wife here? But in those moments, there's some level of extra enjoyment. By
the way, Funke accused me of how disturbing her when she was on our cruise. She was just enjoying herself. Did you miss me when you were on your cruise?
Of course. And it's funny
if you've seen the video and if you've not seen it, go watch it. You can tell that this lady, she had the time of her life. There was no space to miss me inside there.
In fact, not like you say that. It was so funny because sometimes Frank would send me like a voice note or call and leave. Like a voice note and send messages as well. So I'm responding to one voice note almost as if like maybe he didn't see the previous response that I said, because he would now send another one probably asking the same question or saying the same thing. I'm like, did you see? He was like, yeah, I listened, I read, and I'm like, this boy. I enjoyed it, Sha.
Don't worry. I was here holding things down.
But yeah, and it's funny because we always encourage each other because we know how important it is to have, time away to recharge as individuals, even as a married couple. It's not every time Mr. and Mrs., every time Mr. and Mrs. Of course, you are joined together whether you like it or not, but there should always be that individuality going. And I know that you always encourage me as well to do things for myself, and I likewise. But no matter how much Frank encourages me to do that, sometimes I'm not like, I don't want to travel. In fact, hardly would you find me traveling on my own. And maybe that's why.
And I think that was why this one meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because Funke, you would, I don't know what you have to do to get her to just go on a trip on her own.
Yeah.
Or maybe with friends or whatever. But just as in, take time out for yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, I guess that was why this one was also felt special.
I know. So my alone time would be just still having my people not too far away, but or maybe going for a facial, going for a massage, going for a spa treatment, all of that I do, but just still having you like
within proximity.
Almost 13 years. We are stuck together.
At this point, you have to figure out a way.
But okay, so let me ask you, do you feel like it's weird for married couples to have like separate rooms? Yeah.
I feel weird, yes, for sure. We're to the point where I would almost say that I don't think you should, unless there are other reasons that I've not considered right now. But I mean, there's something about just being in the same room. Your room is your most intimate space in your house. So typically when your visitor comes, you're not taking them to the room, you're taking them to the living room. Because there's something special about your room. Your room is almost like your holy of holies. When you now begin to have two separate, what are you keeping away from each other? When can you be vulnerable? And if you're a married couple, you know that when the sun goes down and the lights are out, the room converts into many things. So why would you want to have separate rooms to do what? What are you doing in your room that you cannot come and do in my room?
But we just spoke about, that individuality.
No, not at night. That. Do your individuality. And again, if you're away, you're away. But you can't be in the house and I know you're across the hallway in your own room. I'm here. Maybe I'm hearing your voice. You're on the phone. You hear my TV. No, you can't do that now.
Yeah.
There's something about intimacy that builds when you share a room. And we're talking about this not too long ago about how kids that share a room or siblings that share a room tend to be close when they grow up. It's true for me because I shared a room with my brother, she shared a room with my sister, and we are like best of friends. So I think it is even for couple. If you're on the same bed and you're having arguments, one person will turn, the other person will turn, the body will touch each other. From even
the arguments will dissolve.
Yeah, exactly. From those reactions, you will know, okay, what's the vibe I'm getting from her? What's the vibe he's getting from me? But if you're in separate rooms, the argument will just fester.
I agree, and I feel like even if you have cause to have separate rooms, maybe like one person has doubles as an office, or maybe for we ladies that have a lot of stuff, or have a room to keep your stuff. But when it comes to that, powering down together at night and just having those emotional connections, I think is very important.
So maybe you can have separate rooms but have one bed.
One bed.
Separate rooms and one bed.
It's that
bed. It's the bed that is the problem. It's not the room. It's the bed. Wherever that bed is.
Where you lay your head down.
Exactly. That's the main thing.
Okay, I agree. My next question would be, what do you think would be like the perfect amount of time for couples to be away from each other?
To be away from each other.
What do you think is healthy? When does it start crossing from?
So For me, the answer to that is not the moment where it's not a length of time. It is a mental and psychological thing. So when you feel like your being away is giving room for thoughts and desires and attitudes that are not productive to your marriage, you need to call it off. Okay? Some people, for whatever reason, can be away for work or whatever, and they're fine. They're still very much connected to their spouse, as in really connected. Their spouse can tell you per minute what the other person is doing, and they're all connected. But for some people, the moment you see 30 minutes outside of the house from your wife, ideas begin to come to your mind, whatever that is. If you know you can't deal with it, then do not do it. But I think as a general rule, it is not necessarily safe, in my opinion, that you stay an extended period of time separate from your spouse. I know people have to do it because of work and all of that. I respect all of that. But as much as you can,
relocation,
as much as you can. And sometimes it's not even physical. If you know that you can't help but be physically apart, be emotionally connected. You can be worlds apart, but still yet very much in tune. People used to do long distance relationship. I don't know how common it is these days, and
I don't know how they do it.
Again, everybody's different. But in terms of being apart, I think as much as you can, two of you are one. The question is, how often are you apart from yourself? If you're one, then you should spend as much time together. However, like Funke said earlier, you need to have your own personal time sometimes. You need to go for your own personal retreat. You need to think for yourself, because as much as you're one, you still have your career paths that are separate. I'm never going to be a lawyer. She's never going to do the work that I do. It's going to be separate. There are different individuality that exists there. Our concerns, some are shared, some are individual. She knows what I'm going through in the office, but she's not going through it. I know what she's going through in the office, I'm not going through it. There are two different things, So we need to have our space, but we also need as much as possible to spend more time together than apart, for sure.
I think you make a good point, because it's really because it's relative, right? You can't really put a number to it, but like you said, when that distance starts affecting your emotional connection, your spiritual connection, even your physical connection, then it's time to cut it short.
And one of the triggers you would know is when you get more excited being away from your spouse than being with them. When you have a trip coming up and you're looking for, I'll be gone. Don't worry, I'll endure whatever she's doing now. I'll be gone very soon. I know that there's a problem somewhere there. Why are you happy to leave? You should be here. Be here, take care. So sometimes they're just running away from taking care of the kids or dealing with the headache with the kids. But I think
two things that brings to my mind. One is when we were discussing recently how the Bible says it's not good for a man to be alone. And that man in that context, whether like a man or a woman, to be alone, right? So when you start feeling like, oh, I'm better off, or oh, I'm good all by myself in every area, like financially, any area, when you start feeling that kind of sense of self,
check it.
You should check it, right? And also for the other party as well, in a marriage, don't let your partner be in a marriage but yet still feel like they're living single, right? There should always be what you are bringing to the table, where I can sincerely say,
that's good.
I'm not good alone. I need this person in my life.
Like, not just because God says it, but because I can practically tell. Yes, that's good.
So you will not. It's not exactly. It's not a force. It's not. It's something that you are just connected in that way that you know that without this person, I'm not complete.
Yes.
So let's, as partners, work on that.
That's a really beautiful thing you say. Because as you're saying, I was thinking about if Funke is not there, what are the things that will be different? Firstly, I'll lose weight. Let's start from there. Because I won't eat good food. Let's start from that one. And then secondly, I won't be a happy person. I know the Holy Spirit is there for me, but I mean, just having someone you can, I say the damnedest things to forget, as in something that even me, I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll say that we'll laugh over it and we'll just have conversations and go off, and it just makes life easy. There's just that peace and friendship that you have that, quite honestly, you can't put a price on it. Like she said, when we call each other on the phone, sometimes it's not just how are you, have you had lunch, what are you up to? We're probably just, oh, did you remember something that's happened yesterday? Or it's just the ease of that happening. It gives you, whether or not you like it, it gives you a good quality of life. So to your point, think about what it is that if you are not there, what would your spouse miss? Let not be that
the list is long.
Let not be that the only thing they will miss is the headache you bring.
Yeah.
Let them miss something tangible. You know, it's beautiful. I like that you said that.
Anyways, okay. I think another thing I want to say about being married but living single is when we've talked about how important it is to be connected as a couple, but also to encourage that individual moments where you just need to recharge and decompress or whatnot. But this is me speaking to many husbands, not you, because at least you check that. But there are so many times when a woman feels like, oh, I can't go away because the man, as in, I can't leave my kids as in with their father. Oh, not as any man. Oh, as in, and some people, you know, some women see it as a sense of pride or fulfillment that the man, nothing can happen without me. Like the kids cannot be okay without me. I think that's a big issue, and I know that many men are guilty of this. That you cannot even, some men cannot even do 30 minutes or 1 hour just by themselves with the kids. Let's do better. Let's do better.
I think I agree. There's a part that the woman play, or the women play, but I think it's mainly the men. I mean, if you've shown that you can do it, she will leave you to do it. By the way, that's another thing with women that I found. Once you show them you can do something, you'll be doing that thing I've been doing. No? My wife will tell you, you're the best at finding out. It's a lie. So maybe that's why some men don't show that they can do it, so they won't be leaving kids for them every time. But yeah, men, we have to step up, really. There's no one saying that the woman is born from heaven to come and take care of children. She takes care of them, we take care of them, anybody can take care of the children. You know, it's a shared responsibility. It doesn't demean us as men to change diapers, to carry children, to bathe them, to bag them, to be there for them. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And the woman, sorry, I was just going to say that the woman is better for you when she can get personal time for herself. You know, the more she can kind of ease off and decompress, you will benefit from it. So if what it costs you is taking care of the kid, do it so that she will have fun and give it back to you.
I agree. And I was going to say that it's funny how some of those things you take for granted because, you know, maybe you have a partner that does those things effortlessly, but you realize that hearing a lot of people talk, you're like, okay, this, I actually appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me time to you know,
you should do more
things. I don't know about doing it more, but
do it more. But really, you should do it more. You need your time because though again, this last one that she went, I don't know if you said it. Funke went on boat cruise for how many days? She came back, she broke down. I was still taking care of her for another 1 week. When I thought the moment she got back, I'll just be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm starting my own vacation. But no, I now had 3 people to take care of.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
It's good. It's good. Anyway, there was something you said earlier that kind of struck me, and it reminded me of us during the pandemic. Where you can literally be in the same house, but you feel like you're single as much as you're married. You still do not feel connected. And I think it goes back to your earlier conversation around married but single, or married but living single. How do you put it? Married but living single. How it's not sometimes about physical presence. So again, kudos if for every home where, due to your efforts and due to your discipline, dad and mom are present and raising the kids. The next step to that is, as you are, be connected emotionally, be connected psychologically. You know, understand the needs of your kids and of your spouse. Let's leave the kids for now. Understand the needs of your spouse. I think we've said this in a video, but I remember during the pandemic, because of the kind of friendship that Funke and I had, we tried to figure out what was going on in that March, April, early days of 2020, and maybe into the year. We became housemates. You know, we became functional. It was, how do we get the kids set up for online class? How do we do this? What do we do? How do we go queue up and get? Remember that time there was rush for tissue. You need to get tissue. How do we line up to get into Walmart? All of those things started coming up, and there was the relationship, but there was no connection. You know, and Funke had, and again, thank God for amazing women like this. She had a conversation with me of, I don't feel that connection between us. You know, I feel like you're in front of your laptop here, I'm in front of my laptop here, we are having meetings.
But we are miles apart.
We are miles apart, you know? And I sincerely did not see it, because for me, this was my friend. As in, we were gisting, we were chatting. In fact, then we started watching a game show, Deal or No Deal. It was one of our things then during the pandemic, you know, but I didn't realize that emotionally, that intimacy was kind of separating. So there's that part as well. Be physically present, but also be emotionally connected.
I think I'm still trying to take in. There's something that you said. You were like, we were functional. I think it's deep. And I feel like it might be the issue with a lot of, you know, marriages, and particularly marriages abroad, because at some point you're just functional, like you said. You're
trying
just
to get through the day.
Doing things routine. And you forget to take out time to just really connect. And in those moments you can feel like, oh, you know, we are married, but living single. No, I thought that I'm still sitting with it. It's like, guys.
But it's good. And it's true. So.
And we should try and do everything to not just be functional partners. To not just be every conversation that you are having being about the kids or being
like
about
a contract
routine,
or a transaction.
Like, just feed off each other's energy and strengths and love languages and things that you need as partners, real partners in the sense of the word. I think that's beautiful.
And maybe can we go into some of those things? What are those things that can help you drive better connection with your spouse? So as a lady, for instance, what do you need from a guy to connect better?
I think that number one, I want to feel heard and actually be heard. I want somebody that, of course, shares the same values that I do with everything, and that is able to. So we're not working against each other while trying to build a home, right? So, and that's, I guess, things that you should have dealt with before marriage.
Getting married,
not trying to figure it out inside. And then I just want somebody that supports my dreams, like shares my, gives me wings to fly, literally.
That's good.
Which is something that you do effortlessly as well. What else? I want somebody that loves me as Christ loves you, and I feel like that is just that's a cheat sheet, really. I mean, that means exactly like, and I know it's hard, right? And I know that we are all aspiring to be that or do that, but just somebody that's I can be naked and not ashamed, be vulnerable with, to bring my whole self to have conversations with, to communicate, both in the things I'm saying and the things that I'm not saying, that covers me, that protects me, that anchors me. And this is just me describing you, babe, because everything that you do. That's beautiful. All of that.
And I think all you've said, quite honestly, even as a guy, I'll just say I echo the same thing as what guys need. The only thing I'll add to that is the ways you then bring that up. There are different ways. Again, there's no template, but be intentional. Because sometimes we don't want to be intentional. You think things will happen. Be intentional. We always talk about, and we've said this in several videos, have date nights. Go on a date. Just hang out. In fact, go on a walk together. Things that even works, for instance, they help you.
Thank God for the good weather. We've been doing
exactly. Just enjoy the good weather. Go on a walk and stuff. Go on road trips together. Two of you stuck in a car. Just you. Keep the kids somewhere. Go on a road trip. Have conversation. Have fun. You know, you will find that just being in a different environment, leaving the house helps you. You know, you're not worrying about dishes or cleaning up. No. Go somewhere else. Let someone else worry about those things. You know, communicate as much as possible. Understand the person you're living with. What is their love language? Every spouse, you should know at least your husband or your wife's number one love language, because that's how you feed them emotionally. Those are the things that they desire the most. So be able to connect with them on that level. And there's a level of selflessness. This is where I find that a lot of times things go wrong. People just think about themselves. Sometimes take time out to think about the other person. What can I do for you? It might not be convenient for me. It might not be what I want to do, but what is it that I can do for you that can get you excited? For almost every lady that I can imagine, if you brought a random gift home, I mean, you've made their month. As in, even if you did nothing else that month, that you just thought about it. Oh, I saw this and I thought you would like it. You're like, wow, you did. I mean, and as I'm saying that, I'm saying it to myself as well to do that more, because it's beautiful. Those things count. Just understand the person you're living with, feed them, because a happier spouse means that you're also happier, the home is happier, the children benefit from it. I mean, there's no profits to be gained from friction sometimes. And our prayer is that God continues to teach us and engrace us to build good relationships first between ourselves. Because when He called Adam and Eve, it was first between themselves before the children came. You need to have that connection with yourself first. It wasn't good for man to be alone. It's not children. It's for spouse. If I'm alone, if I'm together with my children, I'm still alone. But that's the truth. I'm still alone if I'm with my children. But when I'm with my spouse, then I'm not alone. Okay.
I think that's a good place to end, really. So takeaway from this video would be, of course, situations might come when you have to be apart or live separately as a couple, but do everything that you can to be emotionally connected. And like Frank was saying earlier, if at any point you feel like your time apart is beginning to affect any other connections, your spiritual, emotional, physical connection, then it's time to call that distance short. Second would be for partners to work together to get to that point where each other can really say that I am not good alone. Even as the Bible gives us that template, right? There should be something that you are bringing to the table that your partner feeds off of and knows that without that person, I can't just.
And don't just answer that. Don't be unashamed to state your needs to your partner. Let them know what you also need from them. I think it's good.
True. And I guess another thing would be, what else? What else would you say?
Well, just being intentional, doing the little things to keep the fire burning. I think those are very important, because ultimately what we want is for you to be married and live married. Don't be married and living single.
Clock it.
Be married and live married. Yes.
And the last and final takeaway from the video will be that Frank missed me too much on my last getaway.
I missed her small.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new here, you know the drill. Please don't hesitate to join the family by hitting that subscribe button. And of course, hope to see you in the next video. Until then, share this video with somebody that you feel like would be beneficial. Comment down below and let us know what other ways that you feel would help build connections in your marriage or in our marriage, in any marriage as well.
And what are those things that make people be married and live single that we've not thought about?
Exactly. All right, thanks for watching, and until the next one.